Hey, what is going on with y'all, man? Look, we are back with another video. Y'all asked, and I am coming back with it. A lot of people requested for me to talk about Jamie Foxx and how it's been such a mystery since he was hospitalized here in Atlanta almost a month ago. I think it first came out on April 11th. And if I'm not mistaken, it was his daughter that went to Instagram. I think her name is Korean Fox. And she put out to everyone that thanks to, quick acting and getting him in the hospital, that he was already on his way to recovery when this all first, hit the media. Now, I'm going to use this video to go into it all, not just, talk about him being hospitalized. I want to throw in the clip, where he talks about Diddy. I think I got a little clip from Cat Williams back in 2012. I got something from Orlando Brown. We're going to cover it all. I'm going to use this video to cover, the entire zesty agenda that's involved, all of that as well. We might as well, there's no need to be boring and just read and speculate about him being hospitalized. We might as well use this video to pretty much go into it. Now I don't want to be completely heartless, because Jamie Foxx, before I even got into all this, I used to say Jamie Foxx was probably one of the only actors I would have liked, to meet in person, because the dude is super talented. If we do get the headline that he ends up passing, it definitely would be crazy, because I think he's the most talented dude in Hollywood, from playing the piano to doing music to acting to impersonating people, across the board. I don't think no one is as talented as Jamie Foxx is. We could definitely use kind of like a moment of respect, because these people get to where they're at most of the time because they are very talented, and whether or not they knew what they were getting into, or knew that they had to sell their soul. A lot of these people don't grow up in families that are in the industry. Some of them make it there off pure talent. So I have to give him his due respect off of that. But at the end of the day, we all know this is Hollywood. This is a very evil, dirty industry. And a lot of people seem to think that, it was either health related or, it was a drug overdose. I'm not going to say what other people think it involves, because that will get this video flagged. And I'm sure some of y'all will comment what I'm not going to say. I'm not even going to hint to it. I don't want to get this video flagged. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about, though. It has to do with what happened globally 3 years ago. But anyways, there's a lot of speculation, because, we keep getting, he's recovering, he's doing well. And now today, May 3rd, we get another update that now, he needs prayers, that he might not be doing so good. He might just be on his deathbed right now. So we don't know if he had a stroke. We don't know if it was blood pressure problems that caused it. We don't know if it was an overdose, if it was too much coke. We don't know anything right now. It's all speculation. So it says, and before we get into the clips, I'm going to just go over this article real quick. It says he's been hospitalized since April 2023 for a medical complication. May 3rd, TMZ, which is today, they just reported that he remains hospitalized and that they need prayers. They say, things are still going on that he was working on. They're using his body doubles, his stunt doubles, and so on and so on. Hence, body doubles. I find that odd from reading that online. Also, remember, we got an update from Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said he was awake and alert on the 23rd of April. Tiffany Haddish on April 27th said she heard Foxx was doing well. Then a source that they don't want to name, but they'll name Cannon and Haddish, said on April 21st, he's okay, thank God. He's still in the hospital and they're running tests. But they named Nick Cannon, but didn't name named Tiffany Haddish, but didn't name some random source. That's weird. April 20th, Martin Lawrence said, I hear he's doing better. Who do you hear it from? My prayers go out for him every night and just wishing the best from him. Now, we already know. Martin Lawrence knows what's going on. This is these actors, these people in Hollywood, they can't tell y'all because they have to go on with whatever is going on. They can't just put out, oh, he's dead already, whatever. Martin Lawrence knows what's going on. We know Martin Lawrence had that episode where he was in the middle of the street saying that they want to kill him.
So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me"?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Martin Lawrence has been through it. He knows the rituals. He knows what goes on in Hollywood. So I'm pretty sure he knows what Jamie Foxx is going through right now. Whether it's a real medical emergency or this is some, Hollywood shit where, they might have killed off Jamie Foxx. I don't even know at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want to be heartless and just say Jamie Foxx is gone and all happy and, about to show these clips and exposing things about him. But we know what game this is. We know what Hollywood is. So at the end of the day, why not expose it? Why not expose it even more? You know what I'm saying? Which is why I also had to take the time just to show the respect, show the respect for the talent that he has. At the end of the day, he's still human. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give him that. But then it also says another source told CNN on April 17th they are running tests and still trying to figure out what exactly happened. And that's April 17th. That's 6 days after it was first reported. So I highly doubt they were still running tests trying to see what exactly happened. The doctors they don't need 6 days to keep running tests. I'm sorry. They already know what happened as soon as he got in there. Definitely 6 days worth of tests ain't finna tell them nothing that a few tests in that same day wasn't, already letting them know. My mind on it, they know what has happened to him. I don't know why they're keeping it from the public. Maybe they're just running a huge, energy harvesting ritual. I don't know. But they know what happened. And here it goes. The details on Jamie Foxx's health scare are scant. On April 11th, which was the 6 days before, they said they were still running tests. His daughter, Corinne, posted on Instagram that he was already on his way to recovery. Bro, think about that. If April 11th, they said he's on his way to recovery, how 6 days later they're still running tests trying to find out what happened? Look at this. Right here. It says a source told CNN on April 17th they're still running tests trying to figure out what exactly happened. How are they trying to figure out what exactly happened when 6 days before he was on his way to recovery? You can't be recovering from something that you don't know, what happened to you. That's impossible. Doctors don't know what happened, but I'm recovering though. But they still running tests to find out what it was that got me in the hospital. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Honestly, I hope I don't have to do another video where we're talking about Jamie Foxx being dead at the age of 55. I really hope I don't, because we all grew up on Jamie Foxx. So at the end of the day, it would be a little bit different. It would be a little different doing a video on Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? It would probably hit a little harder than most deaths we've done on this channel, as far as artists and stuff like that. It would be a little different on Jamie because I was a little kid watching, the Jamie Foxx show, back when you could just see, the pure Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? So it would definitely suck. But, at the end of the day, man, like I said, we already know what this game is about. With that being said, look, we're going to go ahead and jump into a few of these clips. I'm going to come back in this video and talk to y'all, and we'll wrap it up after that. So check this out. Now, as I was getting ready to put this video out, I saw Jamie Foxx posted on his Instagram page, and he put, appreciate all the love and that he's feeling blessed. He also posted a story 2 hours ago thanking Nick Cannon. I'm assuming for like the show that he is hosting, right? So I had to put this in the video just because he's giving people somewhat of an update. Obviously, he just said thanks for the love and he's feeling blessed. When just earlier today they said, he's in need of more prayers as if his condition is getting worse. So to me, this all just seems very mysterious. It seems, very kind of like ritualistic. They got a lot of people scared, a lot of people wondering about Jamie Foxx, just harvesting all this energy, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel right. And at the end of the day, anybody could have wrote on his Instagram page. Kind of goes back to the whole Damar Hamlin situation. Until we see your face and until we see you in the hospital or something, we can't be sure of anything. But anyway, just a quick disclaimer that he did post something on his Instagram. So with that being said, we're still gonna go back into these clips. So y'all check this out.
Yo, Foxx and I came. What? Puff sitting there. So it's kind of, I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy, man, huh? So what I did was, I would show up to the party in my little town car. There's town, you know. I grabbed me a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera, the big Canon. Like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonzworth, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get there. But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got. It was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. Wow. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is?
Right.
Bum, 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 bum.
Beyonce.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow.
And then Andre Harrell, run that back. That's the one right there. That's going to be the one. You just missed that, the ordering of the champagne, the whole nine. Country, get this. If you call me country, I'm going to take country, get this. So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. So Dr. Ruth, Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. I asked him question. I said, cool. So I asked Demi Moore. I said, is it cool if I? She said, sure, whatever. It was probably a wild night. She said, sure. So I watched when they first, got together. So what happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We were in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up. But Puff say, this party, Playboy, this party right here, I see $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale, but the people there, because that's how I started. I was the first social media dude. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards, and I would have people sign and put their pager numbers on it. And I would call during the week. Yo, I'm going to be here. So I had 800 signatures, 600 women, 200 guys. So it became a floating party. So when Puff came to LA, he said, yo, Playboy, Saturday morning, make that shit happen. I said, I'm on it. Went into my phones, called 200, because I didn't have a big house, 200 of my best friends, girls that were beautiful but not tight but not slutty, just in the daytime. It's daytime. So this is my daytime crew, right? He get there, he goes, that's the girl on this movie and that's the girl on that. I said, yeah, we all hang out. We ain't got no money, but we all hang out together. I said, look on the table. Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put on some nice plates and some cola and a picture and the whole nine. And it was great. He had a great time. And that was that same party that Pharrell was at. But what I started doing in order to get artists together, I said, Puff, you don't understand. When we watch you from New York, you're bigger than life to us. I said, so the $1.5 million, yeah, you can do that, but it don't matter. Because a New York fitted baseball cap is how much retail?
Like $25.
$25, right?
Yeah.
I said, Puff, but on your head, it's priceless, man. And I said, now watch this. And I played bong, bong, bang, 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 bong, 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 bong. And the LA niggas was mad. They was like, hey, look here, cuz, hey, fuck that shit, dog. Fuck that shit, dog. That motherfucker. I said, look, you got these LA niggas gone. And it was moments like that. It was like, and then I had a studio in the back. So every time somebody would come over, I would ask them to drop music there. Puff, Snoop, because I wanted to get in the music business. But we also started doing this thing called New Music Hour. So any person that came to the house that had a song or could do stand-up with it, you could perform. No one was allowed to boo or nothing like this. Watch who benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch.
Wow. Get out of
13 years old.
Now, real quick, y'all remember, now I'm not going to show the clip because I put the clip in one of my old Zesty Agenda videos where Usher was talking about how he was 13 or 14 years old at this guy's house, and I forget what they called it, some kind of little Puff Daddy camp, something. I have no idea what he called it. He said it in the interview that he did. He was on some kind of little talk show, radio show or whatever. Remember that, right? And Usher was, y'all can go look it up. I would, like I said, I would put the clip in here, but I've already used it. So it's like, I don't want to throw it back in this video. I can just explain it. Usher was saying he saw all kind of stuff at Diddy's house. You know, the guy asked him, oh, so, you know, Puff, he used to have a bunch of women over there. And Diddy was like, nah, it wasn't, you know, like that. He was trying to downplay it. You know, he was 13 years old, 14 years old, being introduced to a life that he had no business being around. Who knows what he saw? Who knows what happened between him and Diddy? Just who knows? Because back then, in the 90s, it was almost like, you know, there were no rules. You know, they did whatever they did to kids, to each other, to, you know, we have no idea. But it caught my eye as soon as Jamie said that, because he was like, Nick Cannon was staying at his house at 13 years old. It's like, why is Nick Cannon staying at Jamie Foxx's house? You gotta understand, Jamie Foxx is 55 years old. Nick Cannon might be, I don't know, what Nick is in his mid-30s? I don't know, y'all. I don't know these guys' ages like that, but these dudes are old enough to be their uncles, their daddies. What is Nick Cannon doing at your house, staying on your couch at 13 years old? And it goes back to what I said about like how all these people don't grow up in the industry. Now that's not every last one of them, but a lot of them do. Because for Usher, Nick Cannon to already be in these guys' houses at 13 and 14, I mean, they had some kind of connection. They grew up in the industry. So we're not talking about these ones, you know. I just had to kind of go back on my statement that I said earlier about them not mostly growing up in the industry. A lot of them do grow up in it. A lot of them have family connections before they even knew what this stuff was. You know, family kind of selling them off to the industry, like the same thing that happened with Aaliyah being so young, being with R. Kelly, and we don't even want to go into that right now. But anyway, that just caught my eye. So we'll continue with the rest of this clip, and yeah, I'll come back.
He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be like, can I, nigga, go back in there. You can't, the fuck back in there. You can't come in here. And he'd be like this, right? He slept on the couch. Ed Sheeran was the latest. Ed Sheeran slept. Wow. Ed Sheeran, my new house. Ed Sheeran slept on my studio floor for 6 weeks.
Amen.
Working on this shit. 6 weeks. So what we do, like I said, what's great about what we do is that we have. I had Anthony Hamilton. I remember Anthony Hamilton had he said, man, nobody want to hear me sing. I'll go watch it. I would go follow him and watch him sing in places. I'd be the only one in there. It was like he had to sing at this one little open mic thing, and he was singing. I'm like, sing, Anthony! Let the Lord use you, Anthony! Sing, son, sing! I mean, it's great. So the last one we had, I'm gonna tell you the ones that we've had. It was amazing, and then I'm gonna go. When Drake hit, I'm in the Bahamas, baby. I'm in the Bahamas. My sister hit me. My sister, she here, dark skin, always in touch. Nigga, you need to get this Drake. I said, nigga, I hit the internet. I said, oh, nigga, I'm in my robe. I grabbed some wine. I said, I forgot to call you on your birthday. I said, I gotta find that dude. So Breon finds him. We actually do a song together. But I was watching him, and I took him on when the redheaded guy took over for Jay Leno.
Conan.
I took him on Conan. I said, Conan, you don't know who this dude is. I said, his name is Drake, and 2 girls and all that. I said, y'all up on it. He about to be the big dude. So when Drake rolled out his thing, his first album, I said, Drake, I'm going to do a thing for you. My house is called New Music Hour, and I call this On My Balcony. I want you to come get on my balcony. So what do you mean? I said, don't worry about it. You'll see. I said, the SUVs will pick you up, bring you to my house. Now I got a bigger house. It's like 40 acres. Women showed up to the party at 3 in the afternoon. Bus pulled up. 30 girls get out. Bus pull up, 40 girls get out. Crazy. I said, well, ladies, he's not gonna be here till like 11 because BET time, so we won't be here till 11. We'll wait. It was BET because it was BET Awards.
Oh, okay. We thought you were done.
No. It was the BET Awards that weekend. So I said, listen, he ain't gonna be here till 11. So we still setting up, right? By the time he got there, 2,500 people counted in my backyard. When he drove up the driveway, we had a drive-in movie theater poster of him at this artwork. The smooth one with the cut, you know, the peacoat, the bed, and the smooth, the motherfucker with the shit right. You know what I'm saying? No smiles. It's just the motherfucking right. He drive up with all his boys, and it's funny when before you get your money, everything is too big. Like his Letterman jacket was. He was like, oh man, I said, yeah, man. I said, yeah, oh man, dog. I said,
look at the body.
So we get up. I said, hey, Drake. It's a few people in the back want to say hi to you. We walk around, 2,500 people. We go up on my balcony. I said, Drake, now I've done this. Puff was the first major one. Now it's you. We want to give you your artist. We want to, because you're going to get enough hate. There's going to be enough niggas out there to hate but the fact to what you're doing right now. And so we do the interview, and I hand him the mic, and there's all these people down there. And I said, could you just say something to the people? He said, oh man, what'd I say? I said, nigga, sing something. He leaned over the balcony. I'm more than just an option. Party shot through the roof. We do that till about 4 in the morning.
Right.
Most people leave. We got 200 people left, 200 or 300 people left. I got a pianist to come around 3 in the morning, played all the music unplugged, rapped his music unplugged. New music hour at that time. We sat and we listened to other rappers rap and other people try to get their thing on. They go to like 6 in the morning, wrap it up. Then we moved on to Rick Ross. Did one same situation. Not as many people, but the women.
Oh yeah.
And Puff knew about it. Puff got there early, and left Rick in L.A. because I live outside there. I said, Rick, you better get here. But Puff got he's about to leave with everybody, and they got 300 bottles of Ciroc. It's crazy.
It's so ridiculous. You know, Jamie Foxx is one of the most notorious booty busters in the world. It's so ridiculous. You know, Jamie Foxx is one of the most notorious booty busters in the world. All you gotta do is go to the studio, bend over, and he'll give you $3 million. You wanna be a singer? You wanna be a singer? You wanna be a singer? Bend that ass over for Jamie Foxx. He'll give you $3 million right now. I swear for God. This shit is ridiculous. All of them are in it together. And guess what? It's the same person. Tricky motherfuckers. Call him Tricky Dick. You Tricky Dick son of a bitch.
I know all the comedians and actors' secrets. Who's gay? Jamie Foxx. I can only say it because I can tell you the name of the dude he fucked. His name is Marcus Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx's label. Check it out. And then Twitter the dude and ask him to see if he don't say yes. The dude told me backstage at a show and told me I could bring him on stage and air it out. I said, no, nigga, let me wait till I get to LA. Them snitching niggas on that one. Fuck Jamie Foxx and the Django Unchained check he cashed. Go see the Django Unchained and see what you think. They offered me the script. I said, any nigga that do this deserves to die. And the next thing I heard, Jamie Foxx was in makeup. I went to the set myself because I couldn't believe it. I got a copy of the script. They gave me a copy of the script written in Spielberg's hand. The words "fuck you, nigger" appear 176 times in the script.
All right, now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I died. I died laughing when Orlando Brown said that about Jamie Foxx. I just had a moment of, I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me rolling. But, you know, at the end of the day, Orlando Brown never holds back. Cat Williams never holds back. Outside of Cat Williams and, you know, Orlando Brown saying what they had to say about Jamie Foxx, it was, you know, I think Jamie Foxx has lived with those rumors about him, you know, crossing the other side just about almost his entire career. And, you know, you could just tell just by him explaining all the parties and stuff that he threw and participated in with Disney and so on. I mean, I said Disney. With P. Diddy, so on and so on. You know, you could tell he told that story and left a lot of stuff out. And he also was acting like kind of a gatekeeper as well, because he was introducing Drake to the world, so to speak. You know, even though, you know, he was talking about Drake when he was, I'm more than just an option. You know, that was, Drake was already making hits, you know, so Drake was already in the industry. He was, you know, in a sense, introduced by Birdman and Wayne as well. But, you know, they in a sense, pass him around. They go through it with everybody. And, you know, it's kind of like their initiation phase into the industry. So it kind of lets you know that Jamie Foxx was kind of a gatekeeper as well, you know, when it comes down to them going through the process. You know, you link up with everybody. Everybody kind of get a piece of you in a sense, because they don't want to know that you just down with Birdman and Wayne. They want to know you down with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You down with this movement completely. You know, all the gatekeepers. Diddy, back when Drake was taking them weird looking pictures with Trey Songz and, you know, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was very questionable activity when Drake first got on. And now he's kind of mastered, you know, this new image, you know, more manly, you know, kind of like more of a threat, you know, to people who try to come at him that way. You know, you kind of forget about those days when he first got on. You look, you know, he looked very, you know, very zesty when he first got on. But, you know, like I said earlier in this video, I wanted to use this to just, you know, almost kind of like one of my zesty agenda videos, but I don't know if I'll be able to title it that, considering, you know, how much my page get reviewed nowadays. And, you know, hopefully I could get around the title and just get this, you know, video posted right up without any complications. But I think, you know, the clips and stuff speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Him explaining the parties. It just lets us know that Jamie Foxx was all a part of it as well. Just how Cat Williams said. He said in the movie Django, it had "fuck you nigger" 176 times, he said. So he was like, he damn well, he wasn't taking that kind of script. And, you know, although I couldn't imagine Cat Williams playing in that kind of movie anyway. But regardless, you know, he never fails in exposing what some black actors and artists do for the money and for the fame, you know. So if anything else comes out with this whole story, you know, like I said earlier, supposedly he did post on his Instagram. So, you know, I don't think we'll be making another video talking about Jamie Foxx dying. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Anything I might have missed. As always, man, I really do appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed that video. It's Black Balloon. And I'm going to see y'all soon. I'm out.